Indeed, it's time for us to welcome our final guest for today. Lucky Alex Ifeanyichukwu. He is a serial and seasoned actor, one of the pioneers of the National Troupe of Nigeria under the leadership of Chief Hubert Ogunde. Now, he is one of, in fact, he's the #1 theater icon in Nigeria, if you ask me. And he's also gone around the world with the troupe.
Yeah, of course, definitely. And of course, he's also a professional actor, musician, dancer, production management, soundtracks, films, like a whole. I mean, when it comes to the movie industry, right? It's the movie scene, you're all over it. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. It's amazing having you here.
Thank you so much.
You look, you're so just chilling and relaxed, like you're home.
Yeah, this one, I know I used to have a program here in those days, Fun Time. It's my children program. Wow. So I was one of the producers.
No wonder he's so relaxed at home.
It's like, God, this is my territory.
TVC is my home.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back home then.
Thank you.
Welcome back home. I'm so interested in the National Troupe.
Yes.
Now, for a lot of, should I say, young people out there that don't know what the National Troupe is about, let's actually explain what the National Troupe represents.
All right, National Troupe is actually, the government thought it twice that they needed to export our culture abroad. So they now employed the services of Chief Dr. Hubert Ogunde, then the late Steve Rose, who is a musicologist as well, to go around the country and audition people. They went around the whole states in Nigeria to audition people to come to Lagos.
Amazing.
You know, so we camped at Ogun State, where we had a serious military training.
Wow.
Yes.
Military training.
Military training, exactly, as an actor.
As an actor.
Yeah.
So none of this, you know, soft acting that we see now.
We even have about 200 people. At the end of the day, you wake up in the morning and find out that, where am I now? It's gone.
Oh, wow.
It was too tough for some people.
Too tough for some people. You have to jog. You don't like just military training. So some of them disappeared. From 200, we now have 105 left.
Wow. That's
Before the final thing, we had 89 people left.
You were one of those people standing.
I survived it.
So that's some serious grooming, right?
Grilling.
So, exactly. So the national troupe thing is when you're able to get a national troupe, that's the apex of Nigerian theater. So it was planned to promote our culture abroad.
So now, would you say that training, as it were, was important to what the main goal was, to export the culture?
Of
like,
course.
what role did it play?
Sure. The training, if you don't have that training, like I remember sometimes in America where we were performing, people thought we went to drugs.
Wow.
You know, people thought we were into because the energy and the, you know, when you're playing drums, so your hand is almost as fast as the computer, you know, and stuff like that. So it takes a lot of strong training to be able to do that. Yeah, yes. So we were able to conquer all those really kind of.
I'm actually so interested in you know, in your view on this now. When it comes to how the industry is today, that discipline, do you think we're even close to it now?
Did you say discipline?
All right, so give us your opinion on it.
You want me to go there?
Yes, please go there.
Yeah, go there.
I remember when an artist is called for a rehearsal, you know, not these days now, they give you script, you read and go and shoot.
Yeah.
That's why you take months of rehearsals. But then they will call an artist for rehearsal.
Yeah.
Call time is 8 o'clock.
Okay.
He or she will stroll in at 12. And it will tell you, please, I have another shoot in the next 1 hour, please. So I have just 45 minutes to spend with you.
Wow. This is for a rehearsal?
Yes. No, for the shoot. For a shoot.
For the shoot. Okay. Interesting.
These days, even for rehearsals, usually, I think it's few people are trying to bring back stage rehearsals now. We don't do rehearsals anymore.
Wow.
True.
Don't rehearsal, just pick up a script and go through it, just memorize it, and here you go. That's why we have a story type kind of acting all the time. Same people, same acting, same, you know, so... So these days, the discipline is no longer there. It's not there. I will tell you that. It's only few, and the only people that still have the same discipline are those who were trained in those days. See these newbies, like where?
But then again, okay, so now with all of that, right, the discipline not being there, right, I think producers are probably focused on other things like publicity and the likes. We actually have seen, I mean, the exports of the Nigerian, I mean, Nollywood now. A lot of our movies are out there on streaming platforms and all of that. What would you have to say about that?
Well, hey, you know, these days we have people streaming, watch whatever you want to watch.
Yeah.
The fact is that we don't sell our culture.
Okay. We don't sell it. But there are quite a few of
movies,
the movies really doing quite well on streaming platforms now. And people are getting more enlightened about, especially the Yoruba culture. Would you agree?
You see, Yoruba, I give it to them.
Okay.
That was why the first thing I said, but yeah, that's Yoruba.
Okay.
Yoruba people
Yeah.
are the best.
Oh, okay.
They started this thing. You know, my Igbo brothers tried to follow suit, but you see, Yoruba kept on. You know, they keep that culture going.
Okay. Okay.
They are dominated. Every time they dominated, when they started this thing, and they maintained it.
Okay.
What's called NEC started the Igbo thing, but they couldn't maintain it.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody keep diving into Western culture, and they say Western. What about our own culture? We don't do that. Oyibo want to see how African culture looks like.
Okay.
True.
We keep replicating the same thing that they are giving to us, and you cannot do better than them.
In their way.
Very true. Very true.
That's a problem.
So I know that you're on a project called Cheta.
Yes.
Let's talk a bit about that before we go too deep into some other issues.
Cheta is going to hit the airways soon,
Okay.
February 9th.
Okay.
It's one of the best Showmax content now. It's a series
Okay.
by Female Productions. I started in there. It's an epic. You see why I like James Omokwe? James Omokwe follows suit. He's an epic man
Okay.
who sells Nigerian culture.
Okay. Fantastic. And you're definitely about the culture.
Culture!
How many episodes are we talking now for?
About 130 episodes.
130.
Beautiful. I'm not saying it. He even said it himself. This is my best production I've done in a while.
Wow. Fantastic.
He has done so many on the Riona, Ajoche, DJ, and
Yeah.
Itura. And co. So I'm one of. I'm in about three of them: DJ, Itura, and Cheta. Cheta is a big one. I mean, it's a big one. Just don't. I'm not trying to promote Cheta.
Okay.
But it represents our culture, what culture is, what Nigerian culture is.
Storyline?
Yeah.
It's a love story,
Okay.
a beautiful love story. And also, on the other hand, there's a DJ, I mean, also an Ichi, you know, a Dibia, who was supposed to be the mouthpiece of the gods.
Okay.
Picked up a young boy who was abandoned, who was rejected by his friends, to be his assistant. But the guy was so ambitious, he decided to kill the main Dibia
Wow. Wow.
for him to become the Dibia.
So that's where the story begins. And 130 episodes later,
yeah.
only goodness knows where that story is going to go to. So I can see how excited he is.
Yeah.
No, because I felt I'm so elated that I'm part of that production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in what ways would you say the story of Nigeria was really told? The culture was represented properly?
You know, you see, like now, like I was saying the other time, our marriages, our love life, our love life. I said, when I see talking about culture, we threw it away. They don't even recognize our tradition with the marriage anymore.
Wow.
They say white wedding.
Wow. White wedding.
So where's the culture? Well, if you go to embassy now, anyway, they say your marriage certificate. You show this is my marriage signed by a pastor or a lawyer. The traditional thing is not there. It's not there. So we have lost it. Actually, we have lost our culture. If let me say, for example, now if I still give it to Yoruba people, I beg.
Wow. You know what? We know that this conversation could continue for ages.
Yes.
And we'll probably go into some areas that might become a bit delicate.
Yeah.
But we've been anticipating that plantain in the kitchen.
Of course.
I hope you're hungry.
Man, the aroma.
All right, let's head over to the kitchen with our guest.